Hello traders, welcome back to Sunday Stock Picks. I'm Janoy with Trading the Charts Pro, and guys, in this video we're going to break down three charts looking at the technicals to show you guys how do you technically analyze the chart to see where can a stock potentially go. And in this case we're looking at three stocks that I'm anticipating based on the technicals that these stocks are going to make a bullish move, and pretty much this is the level that I'm going to be looking to execute a trade at these levels, and I'm going to explain to you why so that you can understand how at least I as a trader look at these charts to see where are some highly probable technical setups that I can look to take a profit from over and over and over. Alright guys, so we're gonna jump into the first one, and right here I have Chgg on the chart. So guys, one thing about trading, before you jump in and trade any stock, technically you actually want to know what does the company do, where is the company, is this an international company, is this a local company, what sector is that specific stock in, how is that overall sector doing, and why should this company get your money. All right, this is pretty much goes intact with identifying your edge. Why are you looking to invest? Why are you looking to trade this stock? And why do you believe that there is a probability that you are going to get your money back and also get a return on your investment or a return on your trade? All right, so let's break down Chgg. And technically with Chgg, guys, this is a online educational company. So what they do is they provide online research for you. Let's say you go to the university and you want to look up something, have somebody do some work for you. Chgg is an online platform that provides that service for you. So we know what they do. We know that they're cloud-based. Cloud-based is current. Cloud-based is also a part of the future. And based on that, guys, we see that the stock was making a very nice uptrend, right? Which is good because cloud, everything in the cloud is pretty much prospering, given that we were on a lockdown. We see the support level down here. So this is technically the level that the stock was bouncing at when we were moving up. This was the level we would get a sell-off at every time. And at this section here, price broke out of that resistance level. We pull back. Let me change this here real quick. So we run up, break out of the resistance, pull back, resistance becomes support, resistance becomes support, and price continue moving higher. Right, so this is a very strong acceleration out of this uptrend that we were in right here. So after that happened, now we're seeing where price hit a resistance and we come down, and we actually came back into the old resistance zone. Yes, we broke down below it. We came to the 200-day moving average, and from there we bounced and we're back up above this resistance level. So technically, the reason why I like this is that I feel like worst case scenario, this stock can actually come back to $113. Right, so where would I look to take an entry on this? Well, given that we were pulling down, all right, and now boom, we got this next leg here, we got a pullback. So this is pretty much like the first higher low on the move up. When we take the low here into consideration, this is like a short-term high. So if price is able to, let me change the color so you can see what's going on. If price is able to break back above the EMA here, where this will give us a strong break above the high, then right around this level I'd look to execute a trade on this in anticipation of price moving back to the upside. Now when we start to move to the upside, this is the first level that I consider, hey, maybe I need to be cautious here, because while we were coming down, that was like a short-term resistance level, right? And if we're able to break above that level, then we will continue to move higher. All right, so I like this. As long as we're able to break above 95, I feel like this trade can probably move higher to the upside. Now, what I don't want to see is I don't want to see a continuation to the downside like this, because this would mean that this was just another lower high. And if we come down, yes, down here at this level, then the pattern can actually change, and at this level we can get a W pattern. But we don't want to be in the trade waiting so long. We want it to break above 95. So if we get a breakout above 95 tomorrow, then this is a solid trade in anticipation of a move more to the upside. All right, so I'm hoping that helps you understand a little bit of the price action analysis. All right, now the second chart that I want to look at is Blnk. So again, Blnk is a electrical charging company. Like they set up their charging stations all over the place for the electric cars. So I know what they do is charging batteries are something of the future. Yes, they're gonna be around probably in the long term, because this is a new space, this is new innovation. So at least I know what the company does. Now, given that I'm a technical trader, I will always be making my decisions solely on the charts. All right, I'm not gonna go out look at all the balance sheets and all of that, because that is all based on my perspective reflected 100% in the chart. All right, so when I look at this, what we see, you can see we were trading this while this was moving up, very nice uptrend. We came up around $60, and that was the top 40 stock. We break the uptrend, price pulled back, came down, very nice, found a support around the $25 level. Now, as a technical trader, what do I need to see to recognize the opportunity here? Well, guys, I'm currently seeing a pattern that's called a inverse head and shoulders pattern. And typically, a quick summary of this pattern is that price was in a downtrend, and now we're anticipating a immediate reversal from that downtrend into a uptrend. That is a quick summary of what a inverse head and shoulders is. All right, so given that we are seeing this inverse head and shoulders pattern set up, this is the second shoulder, right? This is the head, and the first shoulder was over on this side. All right, so you can see that pulling together very nicely. Again, with this one, to be safe, we really need to see price break out above this level, right? If we get a breakout above that level, price come up, boom, break above the 50 EMA, and also clear this short-term conjunction level, then I'm looking to go long on Blnk in anticipation of price coming back somewhere up here into the $60 level. It may not get back 100% to 60, but if we catch this from $40 to $50, that's 10 points, depending on how many shares you're trading. If you're trading options and you have 90 days out expiration, and this thing runs up 10 points before your expiration, you're sitting in a pretty good place. All right, so I like this based on the anticipation that we're getting a inverse head and shoulders pattern to bring us back somewhere up to where we were before. So tomorrow I will look for the confirmation, and again, the confirmation is simply a price breaking back above the 50 EMA, also clearing this short-term conjunction. That would put us roughly around $40 or maybe about $41. That's where I'm looking to execute a long trade on this setup right here. Okay, number 3, what is the third stock that I'm looking at? Number 3 is Peliton. Guys, this is one that I like also, but in this case the technical setup that I'm looking at is a little bit different. But let's break it down so that you can see and understand how I'm looking at the chart and how I'm thinking about it. So Peliton was moving very nice in an uptrend, right? We made a top around $169. Price pulled back. We broke below all the short-term EMAs, hence price broke down, and we found support, a clear support right around the 200-day moving average, 200 SMA. Also, we can see that price had found support right around that horizontal level back in November. So this is how we have our horizontal support level, which price is pretty much very close to that level. So when we look at this, I'm seeing a technical pattern right here that represents a W. What is a W? A W pattern is simply called a one tap, two tap, where price comes and tap the support level twice and reverse back into the direction that it's coming from. So in this case, price was selling off, so we come down, hit support one time, we get a short rally, and then we sell off again, hit support a second time. Once we hold the support the second time, this is where the W really start to take effect, and from there we will anticipate price moving back up. Now as we start to move to the upside, we have to, you know, be cautious. Yes, there are levels to the upside. So the first level that I'd be cautious at is when price gets back to the 50 EMA. I would watch out, see what happens. Is price able to break above the 50 EMA? And if it does, then I'll look for the W to continue to the upside. So that's the first level that I'll be watching out for. The second level that I'll be watching out for is this old resistance level that also try to held as a short-term support. So resistance here back in October, boom, right? And here back in January, we held that level of support. Back in February, we held that level of support. And in February again, we held a little bit of support until we broke down and come to the downside. So now, as price tries to go back to the upside, support can become a resistance level when we get up. So our first target is going to be here, 50 EMA. In the event that price fails and is not able to get above that level, we look to take our profit around that level and just move on to something that has a higher probability. But as it is right now, in terms of risk reward and risk reward ratio, guys, our stop loss would technically be below the 200. So technically from where we are right now, we're risking worst case scenario about 5 points, right? Assuming we get in right here. And our projected return, assuming that we only get out at the 50 EMA, would be technically around 25. So technically we're risking 5 points to make around 17 points. All right, so we're risking 5 to make 17. This means that our reward is at least 3 times the potential risk to take this trade right here. So I like this one, guys. If you did like the way I broke down this chart right here for you, hit a thumbs up and put something down there in the comments so that I can know what kind of videos you guys like, and I can pump out more of those so that I can bring value to you and help you, you know, become a better trader by just sharing what I know so we all can grow together. All right, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you for watching.